So yes, we had to... Now, we kept getting messages from supposedly the mayor of the town, but I kind of think it's like a hologram. Because there was like interference and there was like weird speech patterns as if it wasn't quite human. And yeah, we left this little fella here who had been shooting lasers at, I presume, that thing over there. And this is going to transport us to the next world, I would imagine. Also, yeah, caps lock on. So we're constantly running. Right, so yes, we left the ship back here. Also, can we remember what the pattern was? Oh, shit. It wasn't the usual pattern for... Do we have something in our photos for this? That's for creating the bridges. Was it this one? So we need a line and a line, more or less. I think that was it. Yeah, because this is the journal with everybody who's in cold storage. So we need to somehow... Was it like so, and then something like that? Oh, we're going down. Okay, so we did that bit right. Now, it was the... I think it was the... We wanted to get the mayor. The mayor's name was Joseph? Joseph. So, human 222 14 13. Now, we're back to figuring out the maths again. Now, I think last week I did 202 as opposed to 222. So, let's see if we can do the maths correctly. So, because this is definitely not the man we want. No, that's some little kid. Right. So, let's delete all these. Now, what was it? Single digits in the middle, groups of 4 at the top, groups of 16 there, groups of 64 there. So, to get up to 200, so 64, 128, 192. We need a 2, so we need 2 of these guys. Baseball for the win, I know. Right. So that's 192, 194. Presumably if we had a 16, that's 194, 210. And then we need 12 more, don't we? So... Why can I not do that one? Was it 4, 8, 12? Yeah, that should be right. That should be 222, if I'm correct. Right. And what floor was it? It was floor 13... Pod 14? So do we think we're certainly going much, much deeper. 12s, 13s, 14s. So this should be 14, 13. Also, thank you for the resub there, Panda. 11 months now. That's who we wanted. Yes? No? So he is in deep freeze. So the person that was coming over the computer is definitely not him. So we know we were right to think that. Right, okay. Okay. Let's... Can we remember... Was there anywhere else we could go? So we should take a picture of that just so we know. This is how we get down here. Was it spacebar, isn't it? There you go. Right, that's the path we need to get to Joseph. But like I said, this should be pod 1413. 11, 12. Yeah, so what we looked at in the book. 222, 1413, yes. So, is there somebody else we're supposed to get? I mean, we could try and get Farley, who is the woman in the house. There's a bunch of Velens, a Mofang, more Velens. Book? Excuse me? Crate? Alright. Okay, so who was it? So there's 4 alien species. Obviously the humans that got abducted. Mofang are the ones with the red technology. Which everyone's a little dubious about. The Arai were who we presumed were the, like, alien critter ones. You know, very insectoid. And then the villain were the larger hulking ones with 4 arms. I think that's what it was. You brought yourself a natty hat, did you? A natty hat or just a beer hat? So there's a bunch of pods we could look at. We've got a whole journal full of them, but I don't know who we're supposed to be looking for doing. I don't know even if this is... I mean, they wouldn't give me access to this unless it was, like, tied to what we were supposed to be doing next. I don't think, at least. Was there a computer console we were supposed to look at? Okay, I don't think we can scoot back to where we were. Otherwise, that pod thing would be about, which we could use. This didn't go anywhere, did it? It was just dead end. We opened up a shortcut that went back to the start of the biome area. So we opened up this shortcut, which I think took us back down here. We did the bridge and everything. Yeah. Takes us back to the beginning. So we can beam out of here if we wanted. Yeah, right, so we can beam out of here. Now we know there is another door here, which we weren't able to open. I don't think. Yeah. So I think that only opens from the other side. Oh, this is open now. Okay, right. But that definitely wasn't open before. So maybe doing the right pod in the ship opened it up for us. Okay. Proving Joseph was an alien. Can I take your gun? Give me your gun. Give me your gun. I couldn't steal the other guy's gun. Can I have yours? So we said Joseph was an alien in some kind of holographic suit or something. That's just proving it. Right. Again, open up the shortcuts. Right. So again, this means we can do loop-de-loop. Right. Okay. All shortcuts opened up. Now we travel to the other biome. Also, more dead bodies. Okay, so this transplants to somewhere, and I think this is going to transplant to somewhere? Or is that the thing we weren't supposed to touch? Oh, a bridge. Can we remember the pattern? We have a picture for the pattern for the bridges, don't we? You can join for Ticket to Ride. No Path of Exile. I didn't download. It was because, you know, I wasn't going to down gigabytes and gigabytes and gigabytes of different games that weren't going to get played. This is why I said, speak now, forever hold your peace last night about which game. And both Sienna and Sock said about Vermintide, so that's why. That was the only one I downloaded. Ticket to Ride is down because it's a very, very small download, but Path of Exile, I think, is like 20-odd gigs. Warframe was about 20-odd gigs. So that stuff wasn't downloaded. Right. This one? Okay, so diamond, and then it's that shape. Yes, yeah, you said about, what was it? No zombie games. Technically, Vermintide is very Left 4 Dead, but they replaced the zombies with giant rats. But there's no horror element there. It's just horde of people coming towards us, shoot everything. Which is kind of, like I said, Left 4 Dead, but, you know, just replace the thing. So, like I said, diamond. Lines essentially go down to the bottom and then connect those two. Okay. Oh, what? What? Did we die? Huh? I have no idea what happened. Huh? That was the end? What? Huh? What? I won by looking at a picture in my inventory. I don't get it. Huh? There was still another thing. Right. And we don't have an earlier save? Sure you want to copy this game? I don't want to copy. I wanted to load. That was very odd. Okay, right, so again, did we do everything? I don't think we did. Okay, we're going to have to be obsessively pressing save then, aren't we? Okay, so don't go over to that red item and try and get that button, but we could do something with this. What do we reckon? Oh, okay. Can we... Oh, God, this thing... Who inverted the controls on the weird alien laser? Okay, right. There's noises going on, but I don't know what they're for. Is it something to do with this over here? Oh, this closed up now. Is the ship taking off? Let's go find out. We're locked out. Okay. Right, well, they're purging all the people in the pods then or something. Okay, let's... We'll save? No, we can't auto-save. I think that puts a save in. Yeah, whenever we go to like the pause menu, it saves. Right. Does it all go red if we press go here now? Right. It was like that. Then it was like this. And then we connected those ones up, didn't we?
Fuck, there's cool okay.
Right. We didn't go all black and finish the game. Right. Where's this head to? I don't know what that was about. Why did it suddenly go, right, you've completed the game? Because, yeah, we haven't done anything with the trees yet, so that was very strange. Okay, we can't take a dip in the pond, but we can go through the world tree, finally. And does this spit us out in... Oh. Loading, loading. Do we come out in... Oh no, in the roots of... Well, okay. Well, this is definitely Yggdrasil, isn't it? It is pronounced Yggdrasil, isn't it? The world tree. 0 voltage, I mean... Is that the water we supplied from... Not got any voltage, but it is feeding the tree. Oh no. Is it ticked up a little bit? Possibly? I wouldn't say I lost my shit. I was just... highly confused. Right, this is going to go back to the Earthen Realm. What do we reckon? This one go to... I'm going to say... Well, let's at least go where we know we need to go. Where we're going. This is definitely leading back to Earth. Well, not... Oh. I'm not allowed through? Okay, then. Fine. Let's try door number 2, then. This is red, so this is the Mofang one. I got very high pitched. Okay, well, we can't pass through these. So I guess we need to... Can we travel back? Okay. Well, I mean, the roots seem to be hydrating. The tree's no longer red, it's gone gold? Okay. And is the ship is still venting gas or something? Right. Okay. Let's... But weren't we kind of boxed out now? Can't do anything there. We're definitely sealed off from this. So all we can do is go back to the hub world. Yeah, we're sealed out from there. Okay. Okay, we go back to the hub world, and we... I guess we could talk to the guy in the vault. Possibly. Okay, everyone get ready for the stream to get destroyed by pixels. It's a case of the fact that Sock started laughing before you even made the funny face, Silver. I don't know, is that a good or a bad thing? Right. How do we navigate our way? I think it's this way, wasn't it? Like I said, it's been a week since we, journeyed through here. So I've got to figure out how... Okay, that's sealed off. We essentially need to come... Oh, hang on a second. We could go through the shortcut now. Rather than keep bouncing through invisible barriers. We can go through the Farley house, can't we? You know how this is. Hey, Val, dear. How's it going? And Law as well! How are we all doing today? So, are we ready and raring to go for the weekend? Are we, do we have any big plans? I mean, other than, playing games with all of us today. Have we got, any plans? Going to go see family? Going out shopping? You've been here for a good 10 minutes. Oh no! I missed that, Law. It's only Valdir. It's basically the emote woke me up, clearly. But I did spend like a while trying to figure out why did we just complete the game, but I didn't do anything? Highly confused. You have plans, but you're too polite to mention them out loud. Yeah, I don't think we need the details, do we, Sock? Right. I watered your tree for you. Hello? Is there anybody there? Also, do I need to turn this up a bit? That is a bit quiet. I think it's the main, menu music. Misclicked the new game was... No, because I was exiting out. Also, starting a new game wouldn't have brought on the credit sequence. Okay, so this guy is not going to talk to us. He's clunking around in there. Yeah, okay, so... Anybody got any clue what we're supposed to do next? We watered the tree? Can we get behind there now? Highly doubt it. We still don't have codes to get past like down there and that, do we? And this one hasn't changed colour. So we've got one tree to change colour. Okay. Anybody got any ideas? Let's... Okay, so the tree is watered in the forest world. We still can't access this door. Like I said, we still need to get, like, beyond this door. We need to get on the other side there, but I have no idea. I think we have to come down the elevator. But I still haven't worked out what the code could be for that. Why is there a lot of nudity all of a sudden? I mean, we could be running around this world naked. I can't quite tell. I can't see my body. Are we not talking about that? Well, I'm always naked from the waist down whilst I stream. There's an airflow through it thing. You're not talking about that either. Okay. I'm stuck for ideas. Too much information. I think we did open up that door there, didn't we? We did indeed. Where does this lead? Okay, this leads to this one. So, I mean, this would get us back to the forest world. But do we want to be there? No. Yeah, it'd be very hard to rebel against Terminator if they were your dad, wouldn't it? There'd definitely be boundary issues. Did we reach the 40 minutes of walking around with no plan again? Yeah, I think we've already hit... yeah, we have hit that bit. Yes, he would definitely be the best at that game, wouldn't he? Yeah, but my dad could kill your dad. It's what his programming's all about. Yeah, I'm... It's not like we had any, like, obvious open threads of places we needed to go. There's still the mountainous region, which we couldn't get to the tree there. Do we think now we water the tree, something's happened there? I don't think so. You'd find a way to rebel, would you? Just require an advanced degree of in cybernetics and robot psychology. Right. This way, I think. Okay, this gets us back to the mountain world, doesn't it? I don't know how we get down to the tree there. Because it was definitely, like, out of our reach. Ready? Time to destroy the stream again. We haven't been able to travel to the red sphere. I mean, the only thing was the Q thing we destroyed with the blue laser right near the end of the mountainous region. Was there a button and a transport place there? Well, we'll at least go over here, see if we can like look down and see whether the trees changed any. I don't think it will have. You can't imagine Silver shouting at anyone. You don't do shouting, you just do subtle, callous sniping, do you? How do you vent then if you don't shout, Silver? No, that tree is still red. Okay, so... Yeah, this year is the leap year, noob. So, Feb goes all the way up to 29. It goes all the way up to 11. You burn in silence. Oh, okay. You just seethe, do you? We definitely need access to that. We've not seen a way down there, possibly. We've been up here. We can see where we're supposed to go for the tree. So again, we can get into the roots potentially, just like we did just now. But unless there's a gap underneath us that leads, I don't know where. Some kind of path there. I mean, if I could, like, shimmy down the pipe. This game is giving me a headache. It's giving me a headache as well, Hokey. At least with Witness, the Witness, we could, like, kind of figure out what we were doing. This door's still sealed. And we figured there's a load of bees or something back there, didn't we? We can just see, like, multiple bees flying past that gap. So we can only get in from the other... Well, we can only open that door from the other side. This is for the bucket, which we put back up top. Alien bees! Hello, bees. Now, did we ever... That kind of looks like the forest world, doesn't it? Or are we just seeing through a gap in the rock there to beyond? I guess we are, aren't we? Okay. Not the bees! There's not much we can do on this side. We did put the sphere back in place, so we can get over to that other door. Just... I wouldn't know how to open it from the other side. There's something beyond this wall, but I'm not sure how we get there. I think it's down there. I don't know how we get down there, though. That does look like a path we should be able to go up and down. But it's not available from this side. You need to watch more, CR. Cad's voice makes you happy, does it? The last couple of episodes have been like big fan favourites, shall we say. Big lore drop at the end of this latest one, and there was like a huge kind of twist that even caught Matt Mercer by surprise in the last session as well. So they've been very entertaining to watch. Because whereabouts are you roughly up to, Lore? You know what your weekend involves now. Because as for episodes, I think they're on like mid-90s now, aren't they? So you got about 20 episodes to plow through. So that's what, 20 episodes at about 4 hours each, about 80 hours. Yeah, that should keep you going. Yeah. There's no way to get... like, beyond all this stuff. Where do we think... There's some kind of tunnel, isn't there? So it looks like you might be able to get round the back of this, and that will get you inside the tree. So you come out of there. So there's got to be some kind of tunnel. Trying to think where we've seen kind of that greenish light. Maybe we're supposed to gain access from a boundary wall. What do we reckon? I'm trying to think of other places we haven't been, we need to go. No way about, like, accessing that side? No. We don't have a map of this realm, do we? That could possibly orientate us? No, there's still the mountainous region, the jungle one. I mean, there was all this stuff about the villain, which we never read. The villain, I can't find the words. It's such a foreign life cycle, or perhaps not. They launch themselves across the expanse of space, preserved for eons, until at last their technological arcs can hone in on... No, we did read that bit. Maybe it wasn't from the next page. Burn fewer and fewer sightings over the years, but before me was tall, haggard Mofang running desperately, almost directly towards me from one of the distant structures. Let me start the sentence here. Right, to write this down. We buried Jiyuan today. This place never really agreed with her. Kept to herself mostly. Depressed and downcast anyways. I digress. I stayed after the brief words were spoken. I was the last to leave. I wandered to the dome, as I often do, and looked out at the undulating saurian weirdness beyond the cell wall. Movement caught my eye. Now on very rare occasions we've seen Mofang scrambling about in the distance, but... No, not that way, this way. There have been fewer and fewer sightings over the years, but before me was a tall, haggard Mofang running desperately, almost directly towards me from one of the distant structures. I still can't tell the gender, got closer and closer. I thought it would see me and stop or turn around or be curious about this strange dome and our world inside it. But it continued running quickly, almost directly to my position. I was frozen in place with curiosity until my reflexes took over at the last moment. I kept let out of the way, but rather than hit the dome and fall backwards, or come through into Hunrath. The dome flashed a familiar tone, and the Mofang vanished. I was stunned for a bit, but I retrieved my wits and stepped into the dome. Myself too quickly to get to the other side. After getting through, I immediately turned around and saw the Mofang outside on the other side of the dome, still running away from whatever it feared, but as if it had no sense of passing around the dome. As surprising as the event was, it did serve to settle a few things in my mind. I always wondered how no one on Earth noticed what had replaced this chunk of Arizona we have here. I've got to vent again. There are those who argue with me over and over. I demonstrate that in almost every case, whatever the process was that brought us here, it occurred at a pivotal moment. They tell their stories and they still can't admit that the abduction actually saved each of us, all of us. What is in human nature that grasps so strongly to the past that we blame our saviors for stealing it from us? Okay, just one more vent before bed. If each of us was individually saved from something, then maybe all of us were corporately saved from something larger. Can we really be sure what's left? And the arrivers come from various places and times. Sarah got here almost 15 years ago from the year 2055, and Uziel got here 2.5 years ago from 1942. What does that mean? Time here is shuffled and chaotic compared to Earth. What state is Earth in right now? When is Earth right now? It's 3:15, and I feel compelled to journal this craziness after spending most of yesterday meditating with the Arai, and then most of the evening discussing the nature of these worlds with CW. I had just a sip of the infamous Hunrath hooch and collapsed in my chair. Well, we know where the booze is being produced. They've got that still near the crashed plane in one of the tunnels. Well, I just awoke from a dream. I'm not one who puts a lot of credibility in dreams, but maybe the Arai were able to move something in me to understand, or possibly because of the intense discussion, my subconscious mind was triggered to be able to sort out some sort of logical connection. Or maybe it was the hooch, the dream. I was tending to a garden, an immense garden, and it wasn't for food or flowers. It was just about the health of the garden. I kept working and working to control.
Show me what you got.
I'm trying to, Silver. Tending to the garden, or immense health of the garden. I keep working and working to control it and contain it and make it healthier. But the garden seemed to fight me at every turn, and after what seemed like days of work, I finally gave up in frustration. And as I stood there doing nothing, the garden flourished before my eyes, growing and spreading in every direction. Because I realized the system that the plants were based on was not about me shaping and controlling. The natural system of plants is healthier when they are out of control, when they are free to spread and intermingle and cross-pollinate and mutate. Now, from a human point of view, that may not provide what I want. I get smaller fruit and smaller flowers and untidiness, but from the point of view of the plants, they grow stronger and much more resilient and resistant. The more they are scattered, and the higher the odds of surviving. And now that I contemplate, I realize that even the individual plant's seeds may not appreciate the benefits of what's happening. They are torn far from the origins, forced into situations that seem extreme, possibly even destroyed by these new environments. But for the seeds that survive, the seeds that survive, now that's where real growth, strength, and abundance comes from. It's so beautiful and terrifying. Beyond the beauty of it all is a system and structure that defies understanding. Okay, what if this is all a natural process? There are signs of something behind it all, but well-hidden signs. So, if I look at all of this, the cell, the tree, the water, the seeds, the hub, the health, even the abductions, well, these seem to be a grand system or plan. Also, am I you purposely trying to distract me from reading? Just popping the sounds? Nice clue, notebooks. Didn't know that one. Just checking this one. Okay. So, yeah, you were just trying to distract me. The plan doesn't take me into account. It is unemotionally intent on the health of something much bigger. That way may hurt my feelings, but well, what am I to the entire scheme of the universe? I am now no idea what, if anything, might have to put this process into motion, but that is irrelevant. Tomorrow we'll talk to CW. He could be swayed from his battery plan. I really don't journal much. I came to write this down because I am distraught. As I contemplate the plan that I have set in motion, I realize I have become the destroyer of worlds. I sat down to write, to seek some cathartic tranquilization. And I realized the last thing I journaled was some esoterically beautiful philosophy about letting the garden grow, and not so reaffirming or calming. But nevertheless, here is my reasoning, because I must write this down. Simply to, it is us or them. Complexity, if they show, if this is some kind of garden, and we're the plants or seeds or whatever, well, some of us have gotten together and decided that we're the better choice to survive. If the others have unilaterally decided that we all won't survive, I am more fit, damn it. Okay, so these are the seeds of disharmony. If people are deciding... Oh, and... Thank you for the biddies there, Sock. And now you get to listen to this in its entirety. Should I shut up, then? I'm going to flick through just to see if there's any notes that seem relevant. I don't think so. I think this is just like the downfall of the society, isn't it? I think it is. So it's not clues as to where we go next. But thank you for the biddies there, Sock. Okay. We did see that kind of like green glow near the tree. So, Ari encrustment. You want me to keep reading? But that's going to disrupt Yaskia's song. Also, Seeds of Disharmony could be a good episode title. In fact, I'm making a note of it. Fight the mighty horde, bashes and breaks you, and... There we go. Seeds of Disharmony. Right. We haven't picked up any of the random notes that might... Okay. Seed pair, tree from the seed. Well, we know we've sorted the... Cue the shitty singing along. Yes, of course. We know we've done the blue area. Was it blue? No. Green, we said, was the jungle one. Blue is the mountainous one. Heart connected path open when mature. Heart superposition. 4 species meet. What happens at fruition? Swap where? Home when? Maybe dead. More seed pairs scattered throughout the universe. Why scattering? So we've pumped the water. So the yellow one is definitely the earthen realm. This is Hunrath. This is the tree here. We did the green one. We can see the blue one. We've never actually been to the red world, have we? You're eating some food and then pouring the rum. I mean, how much of the captain is left? You said people like misled you last night and rum was consumed. Or do you have a spare bottle? Is there a backup? Are these clues to anything? I don't know. Where else can we go? I don't think there's been any like other transitional walls really, has there? Now you have that delightful song stuck in your head for a while. Yes, it does. It did just burrow in there, doesn't it? There's no escape. Let's go along the long path again. See if there's anything we missed. There's got to be something we missed that's preventing us getting in that one little side room. Like I said, we'll take the long path. Can't remember exactly where this took us. Okay. Large fossil okay. We need to Okay, right. Warm. Right. What to where exactly? Can we see where we were? Where we've been? Can we tell? Not really. Okay, so yeah, we're on the other side because we saw this bit. So that's basically a landmark for us. I don't know if we can move that. It doesn't look like there's a warp point in it that could possibly swap out its place. I think it's just there as a waypoint. So that's like the main mechanism gate point we saw, because then we can see the blue. So it's just there to highlight it, give us some sort of visual clue. This goes to the jungle world, but it's only open to open up that first gate. So that's not actually needed anymore. And then this leads to the secret room. It's not like we can go off the edge there and hit that invisible barrier. So yeah. Can we... No, we can't go through there. There's no point popping this, because it just takes us to the hidden room, doesn't it? Which doesn't really help. And all this is just taking us higher. We need to get lower. We need to find some sort of underground chamber or something that could possibly lead us down there. can use that to ferry us back across to the engine room bit. It's not like that's a transition wall either. We've done this part of the puzzle. Like I said, it'll take us back. You were the mimic all along. So yeah, if you could be any creature or monster or whatever out of like the D&D pantheon of monsters, I guess just anything out of like the monster manual, what would people be? I mean, the obvious answer would be something like one of the variety of dragons, surely. Who doesn't want to be a fucking dragon? Gelatinous cube. Well, I mean, you've played some games of D&D, so you know some, don't you? I mean, you could probably Google a fair few as well. You just want to absorb everybody, don't you, Sock? Don't have to worry about appearance. Eat anything you want. Gain weight is your purpose. You want to be a beholder, would you? You're going for the classics, Valdir. So no one wants to be a flump. So nobody wants to be a mind flayer. No love for the tentacles and the brain sucking. You want to be a pack of rats. Okay, like I said, maybe we missed something at the end of the forest realm. You got that already with Panda, the tentacles and the brain sucking? It's a very specific relationship, isn't it, you've got? Who is this brain fella everyone keeps talking about?
He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy!
Oh, so we still have no concept of what this weird radio tower thing does. Is it just there to look impressive? What's the really, really, really big scary one that they're like, even in like D&D's realm, there's like only one in existence, and it just like comes out of hibernation every century and devours everything. Can we be one of those? It's like some huge, like it's basically the Godzilla of the D&D world, isn't it? Trask? Is that it? It's essentially the Godzilla of the D&D world. I know that much. It like wakens from its slumber and you know, it just devours everything. It is literally the destroyer of worlds. Okay, well, we will go back to, like, where we got the game over screen. There was that red object, we destroyed it, but maybe, because it's certainly, like, the area it was in did look like it was a warp point, didn't it? So maybe there was a swap button teleporter thing there we missed? And that ship is still trying to take off. I mean, we could potentially loop all the way back round to it, but that would take a while. I think the fact that they slammed the doors closed mean we're not supposed to. Yeah, this is definitely belongs to a different realm, doesn't it? But we can't do anything with it. Can we use the laser on anything? I don't know. Because the only way back would be using, like, the monorail system. Definitely nothing over here. Can we remember how we operated the monorail system? We'll try and get back over there. So we have to go... Instead of leaving, we hang a left here. Basically backtrack to, like, how we initially came here. Is there fast? It doesn't really make much difference whether we go that way or that way. There was this up here, which... This allowed us to fire the initial laser, but there wasn't anything else in here that might now be active. Was there? Yeah, so we fired up the initial laser here to bring down the barrier. Nobody's sending transmissions to us. Nothing hanging out the back of this. Like I said, if anybody does have, like, any vague notions of where we need to go next, I'm open to ideas. That just bounces us from the other side of the world. Not a clue. Ain't the foggiest. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can get back on the ship that is clearly venting and ready for takeoff. And if that doesn't work, we leave it there and we might have to take a... we opened up this as a fast travel bit. Yeah, and that leads to there. So this is what links the two monorail system things, doesn't it? But I got a feeling it's not going to work now because we've done that bit. I mean, this is still here. Let's see if we can go back. We might be able to. This is the intergalactic roller coaster, is it? Also, my coffee's gone cold. Okay. Sci-fi ski lift, yeah. I can definitely see that. Yeah, they slammed the door closed. We're not getting onto the ship now. And we're stuck here. Because we never had to open that one, did we? Also, that tree is fully green now. It's not. It was yellow when we left it. Because it was just essentially. Can we see as we go past? Because it was just the two doors we opened. That one and this one. So yeah, there was no way of... Yeah, they're basically blocked off like the hive ship where they've got everybody in cryostasis. There's no interactable screens or anything, is there? No. Yep. Well, bollocks. That just raises that up and down, doesn't it? Yep. So I don't think there is anything else we can do on this world. I have no idea how we progress further on the mountainous world. I don't know how we get over to the red world, which I think we said was like the Mofang home world. Well, the Mofang's region. I really don't know if there's anything left. So we did say about why would they have this path down here for no reason whatsoever. Yep. Other than it's a place to take a screenshot, I guess. They probably just built this bit of path so that when they were doing the trailer, they had somewhere they could take a screenshot. Right. Okay. Well, I say we go back to the home world then. Main hub. Do we take this as a shortcut? Sure. We'll just have to remember we left through the junkyard. In case we have to come back here. But, I would have thought watering the plant on the other world, we might have been able to speak to the guy in his vault. Because he said about getting to the... What do you call it? The roots of the tree? But yeah, like I said, not sure, not a clue in the world. So we may have to cheat again and have a look at a wiki to figure out what's the next step, because it's really not good, like, laying out the clues, is it, this game? As I said, the closest comparison I've managed to come up with is The Witness, but at least The Witness... You could do the puzzles individually, and the language for each of the puzzles taught you something new, but they also gave you the clues as you approach the puzzle. This interconnecting world's great, but you've got to at least give the people a thread that they can follow. So, yeah. But I feel like we're like, what, an hour and 20 in? Has everyone shown up that is wanting to join in today for the community stream? If so, we shall knock this on the head for now and move on to playing some games together, shall we? Yes, what is it? Hurricane or Storm Kira or something? Yeah, at the moment the sun's out here. I'm expecting like within an hour the wind's supposed to start picking up here within an hour, and then in a few hours it's supposed to like start throwing it down. So if all the lights go out and the stream dies, I will say it's there's a goodbye in advance if we suddenly get cut off. But that's definitely outside the realm of my control. Anyway, if we exit to this should save it. Yep, there we go. So let us quit back out here. Sure.